Alright, hey everybody. So, as the making of this video, yesterday was my birthday. Oh, you're a firework baby. Oh my god, yeah. Yes, my birthday is July 4th. I get it. I get it, yes. It's a special day to be born. I've heard that plenty of times. But, yeah, so for this video, I'm basically gonna do the same thing I did on the Christmas video. I'll be just showing what I got for my birthday. I don't know, figured this would be another fun thing to do. Like another fun video to make. So, yeah, we're doing it. Alright, so just like with the Christmas video, I'm gonna show my records I got first. Music stuff that I got first, yeah, so. Alright, let's get straight into it. Alright. First up, on vinyl, we have Let It Bleed by the Rolling Stones. This is, the album with, like, Gimme Shelter, You Can't Always Get What You Want, a bunch of great stuff on it. Here's the back, and there's the track listing if you can see it. It's out of order, though, I think. Yeah, Let It Bleed is not the first song on here. Yeah, I don't know why it's so out of order. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Yeah, of course, great album, classic. Everybody should listen to it, Alright, next up, we have Wheels of Fire by Cream. This is, the one with White Room on it, Crossroads, the 14-minute version of Spoonful, which is fucking awesome. I fucking love that. The guitar solo is amazing. Sort of inspired a lot of the music I've been writing lately. But yeah, and here's what the back of it looks like, because I had never seen what the back of this looks like until now. So yeah, it's very psychedelic, as you can see. Yeah, and this is a double album. Second disc is live material. Absolute classic album. Wheels of Fire. Yeah, definitely listen to this album if you haven't yet. All right, now you may remember in the Christmas video, I showed that I got the Black Sabbath album, Master of Reality. Well, for my birthday, I got Paranoid. Yeah, I didn't have Paranoid on vinyl yet, actually, so, hey, now I do. Yeah, of course, this is a, classic album. It has pretty much all the big hits of Black Sabbath on it. Most of the ones you've heard are probably on this album. It's just that, classic, and it's even got, like whoever the fuck this is supposed to be, like some weird soldier, like a sword and shit. Yeah, I never really knew what the cover art for this album was, supposed to be, but, it still looks cool, regardless. With, the whole lightsaber going on and everything. For Star Wars, actually. Alright, next up we have Lark's Tongues and Aspic by King Crimson. This is another really good album. This is by King Crimson. Probably the most well-known song on this album is Book of Saturday. I've noticed that's sort of become a bit of a cult hit lately. Well, at the very least, it's one of their most played songs on Spotify. But yeah, this is a pretty cool album. It's got some great stuff on it, like Easy Money, Larks Part 2, of course, Book of Saturday. It's got some good shit on here, so good album. And lastly, we have the First Doors album. Glad I finally have this on vinyl. It's, of course, an amazing album. One of the best debut albums ever. You know, it's got a bunch of their hits on it, you know. Yeah, this is a terrific album. Of course, you know, check it out if you haven't yet. Although, I'd say to start with LA Woman, because I mean, my favorite's LA Woman, personally. And I already have that on vinyl. It wasn't in the Christmas video, but I already had it. And I still do have it on vinyl. But, yeah, Doors 1. Definitely a great album. Glad to have this on vinyl now. Yeah. Alright, and that's all the records I got. But there is some other music stuff I got. Well, a couple of other things that are music related. And continuing on from the Doors, we have the Doors live at the Isle of Wight in 1970. This is a concert from the Isle of Wight. And yeah, this is one of my favorite Doors gigs. It's like, you would sort of think of it as if, like, I view this as the band going into their LA Woman era. Like you can imagine it as like all like those like earlier Doors songs, but with the sound of LA Woman. Like, it's incredible. It sounds really good. Like, the band is performing really well. I honestly like that Jim is more like reserved and more like you know, more held back than normal. You know, I like how that sounds. And yeah, this is a great performance, great renditions of, you know, the classic songs, but sounding like how they would if they were recorded originally around the time of LA Woman. Because yeah, this is like maybe like a couple months before they started working on it, so you know, they were about to enter that phase of their career. Yeah, and yeah, this is great. I love this. You know, it's a great performance by the band. Yeah, it's got great track listing too. Like, yeah, it's the only footage we have of like the Morrison Hotel songs. Well, only two of them anyway. But you know, it's the only footage of any Morrison Hotel songs we have, which is, well, the only professionally filmed footage that we have of it anyway. That we have of songs from that album. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't film too many of the other concerts from the Morrison Hotel era. It's a damn shame because, of course, you know, there's tons of, you know, great songs from Morrison Hotel, obviously. Yeah, it feels like people always skip over Morrison Hotel when talking about the Doors. It always gets skipped over somehow. Like it's such a good album. Why does it get skipped over so much? Like, geez. All right. And next up we have the Cream farewell concerts on VHS. Now, this is, of course, you know, the one with the infamous weird camera angles and kind of crusty audio, but you know, it's still a really good performance. You know, I wanted to, you know, own this on like a VHS, you know. So this is actually, I'm pretty sure, like one of the first, you know, concerts to ever be released on VHS, although I'm pretty sure this is like a later reissue of it. But, you know, I'm pretty sure this is one of the first like rock concerts to ever be released on like home video, and for that it's pretty special. And yeah, there's the song listing. That's not the full set list of the show because I'm pretty sure that this is just the BBC broadcast of it just put onto a VHS. I'm pretty sure that's how they did it. They just took the BBC's broadcast of it and just put it on here. Even though, you know, of course, some other songs, you know, were filmed like Crossroads and whatnot, they're just not on here because that wasn't on the BBC TV special for it. You know, like later releases of this, you know, have the other songs that were recorded and filmed. But, you know, I'm still glad to have this VHS. It, you know, it's really cool. You know, I like old concert VHSs. So, yeah, Cream farewell concert. All right, and that's it for the music stuff. Now we're gonna go for the game-related stuff. So The first one I want to show you here is an interesting one. It's this thing right here. This is called Draw Poker. Essentially, it's a pre-video game video game. Well, it's more of an electromechanical handheld game, I guess you could call it. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just it's like an early handheld game. It's battery operated, I'm just gonna show you it. Let me show you it here. Okay, so it opens like that, and you got it in like this wood case. Well, it's fake wood, actually. I guess maybe this is just what cardboard looked like back then. I don't know. No, it's not what cardboard looked like back then, but it certainly is an interesting look. I'll say that. This is by Waco, which I'm guessing is a Japanese toy company, and so here it is, out of the box. Draw Poker, and it also comes with some instructions on how to play the game. Essentially, the whole game is just trying to make your best poker hand. So there's various hands you can get, like various examples of hands you can get. The whole game is basically just trying to make your best poker hand. Now, I don't know if this thing operates fully, but it works decent enough, or at least it was anyway. Just that the things here don't always spin because they're supposed to spin. I'll show you that. This is what the back side of it looks like. This is the battery compartment. I had to put something to hold the batteries in place because they move around a lot, and that sometimes causes problems with it. This thing tastes like C batteries. But anyways, let me show you how it's played. All right, so you press this red button here, and those are supposed to spin, but since they're not spinning on their own, I just do this. All right, and now you press the buttons in to see what hand you get. All right, is that anything good? Okay, I got 2 aces. Yeah, and I got like two like queens. Was that? No, 2 diamonds. Okay. Yeah, but and then to keep the cards you want to keep, you simply leave these in, but to get the other cards you want, you pull these out. And I guess and again, they're supposed to spin, but they're not spinning right now because the belt in this thing is probably weird. I don't fucking know, but let's try shaking it again, I guess. See what we get. Yes, I know this is very loud. Got anything better? And well, yeah, I think you get the idea. Yeah, so this is still a pretty cool, little game. I probably would have played the hell out of this if I had it back in the 70s. Yeah, because this thing is from 1971. Before handheld video games pretty much existed, there was this electromechanical handheld. Yeah, and it's pretty cool, honestly, Just like a nice little fun poker slot machine thing. No clue how popular these were at the time, but they're still, it's still a fun little gadget. Let's put this in. It's a fun little gadget, yeah. Draw Poker. Okay. Now let's get to the actual video games. And we'll start off with Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition on the Sega Genesis. I own a lot of versions of Street Fighter 2, but this is one I did not own a physical cartridge of yet. So, hey, now I have it. Yeah, another very, of course, very good version, you know, of the game. Pretty much the same as Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo, although there is like an extra mode, and which is like called Group Battle or something like that, and and the intro cutscene is present, whereas it's not on the Super Nintendo for some reason. But you know, other than that, they're pretty much just the same thing. But you know, so for the average person, you could really go either or. But you know, I'm a crazy collector, so you know, I do this shit. I buy multiple versions of the same game, even if they're not very different. I do that anyway because I'm a fucking loon. I'm a fucking loon. I'm that fucking crazy. But yeah, Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. You know, good game, very good game. Of course, you know, if you have a Genesis, I recommend it. Or Super Street Fighter 2 as well, but I already have that. All right, next up we have and this is, I haven't gotten a game like this in a while, a Neo Geo MVS game. Now, I actually, of course, as you may have seen in some prior videos, you know, I do own some other Neo Geo MVS games because, of course, I have the Neo Geo MVS C-Box, which is my most viewed video. My review on that is my most viewed video ever. Yeah, so I finally got a new game for it. After, you know, because I already had 3, but now I have a new one, and it's not a fighting game. It's Super Sidekicks 2. It's a soccer game, a really good one at that. You know, it's some good, you know, arcadey action. You know, it's fast, it's fun. You know, pretty much everything you could want out of an arcade like soccer game, I guess. I like it quite a lot. And that's what the underside looks like. And interestingly, there's this sticker right here, this warranty sticker. I think that's like an earlier SNK logo, because yeah, like look, that like insignia. I've never seen this before. Well, actually, no, what it is that, okay, I don't know why I said that. Oh no, what it is that I've only seen this with like earlier Neo Geo games, at least from my personal experience. And I don't, okay, this is 1994, it says. But yeah, but I haven't seen this with a whole lot of Neo Geo games, but mostly like earlier ones. But even though this isn't that early of one, you know, this is when the 100 Mega Shock was a thing. Take Mega Shock, Neo Geo, as the commercials say. But yeah, but it has this interesting warranty sticker. This product is covered by a 90-day warranty. Removing or tampering with this seal will void the warranty. 090098016. Yeah. SNK. Produced by SNK. Yeah, but Super Sidekicks 2, really nice, you know, Neo Geo game. A lot of fun. Next up, we have a Sega Saturn game, and it came in a non-Sega Saturn case. It came in, came like this, I guess because it's a loose game, so, you know, this ended in this, but that's okay with me, because I honestly prefer cases like this, so, you know, I'll probably put, like, the game's cover art into, like, the sleeves here, but, like, I'll look up the game's cover art, but, the game in here, Night Warriors, Darkstalker's Revenge, also known as Vampire Hunter. Better name, in my opinion. Yeah, so even though this was on the Capcom Fighting Collection on the Switch, you know, I wanted to own the Saturn version of this game because it has some cool, you know, bonus features and whatnot, and also because Sega Saturn. Yeah, this is, of course, a great fighting game from Capcom's golden era of fighting games, their golden era, one of their best times, you know. Yeah, and it's a great playing game, of course. Feels very different to the third game, Vampire Savior, gameplay-wise. So, yeah, I definitely recommend checking this game out if you like Vampire Savior. yeah, so this is a good game for the Sega Saturn. Definitely recommend it if you have the console. And it's not that expensive either. But if it somehow does get expensive, then there's always the Japanese version, which will probably remain somewhat cheap. I don't know. I haven't looked at the prices for it. For all I know, it could be a gazillion dollars. Okay, and lastly, we have a controller. This is a red PS4 controller, and I got it because I needed another PS4 controller, and well, here you go. But yeah, it's just a red PS4 controller. I currently don't have a PS5, because there's no like exclusive games for it yet that I'm really all that interested in. But you know, for now, I think I'm glad to have, you know, a second controller for my PS4, and yeah, if I ever do get a PS5, I'll make sure to use that as well. I don't know if PS4 controllers work on a PS5 though, but maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a way to connect these to my PC or something too, because I know you can do that if you know how to manipulate them. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Is there anything else? I don't think so. We did the records, we did those. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so that's what I got for my birthday, you know, birthday haul. You know, so yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good assortment of stuff I got. I think definitely one of my better birthdays for getting things, I'd say. Yeah, and you know, I'm glad with what I have. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good July 4th and have a good summer. Or if it's not the summer, if it's some other point in the year or whatever, then fine day to you, you know. Yeah, I'll see you guys in whatever my next video ends up being. All right, see you guys around.